So, as a small business owner, if you or your employees use AI, do you know what happens to that data? Are you really sure that your IP and your confidential data are secure? Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Kirch of Profit Minds, and we help small businesses grow and scale by leveraging the power of AI. So I'll ask the question again. Do you know what happens to the data that you enter into a chat with ChatGPT or Claude or Copilot, any of those things? Because it's really important that you understand what's going on. If you don't have an AI policy in your company, you need to have one. You need to be able to, because your employees are using AI, whether or not you've authorized it. And if they're using a free version because you're not paying for it, then your data is out there. And if you're using a paid version, have you turned off the let's share our data with everybody? Let's use the data to train our models. That's always been the case with OpenAI. You had to go in and turn it off. Now, in recent times, Claude, Anthropic, has announced that they will use your chats, your data, to train their models, unless you explicitly opt out. So I would encourage you to make sure you take that step. But even in the case of like Copilot, where you're working in your own sort of Microsoft sandbox, there is potentially some risk of sharing information. Even though it never leaves your firm, the fact that you access a particular document multiple times, or if a bunch of people access the same document over and over again, that increases the probability that a certain set of words will appear together. And that's sort of training your model to say those words. Now, if you're not dealing with anything sensitive within the company, that's not a problem. But I was working with a team last week, and they're preparing presentations for the board of directors. And if the information that's going to the board of directors somehow gets parroted back to the rank and file employees, that may not be something that you want. So I would encourage you to pay attention to what could happen to your data, because you don't want to use it to train the models. You want to leave your IP, your confidential data, your PII, your personal identification information. You want to leave that carefully protected. If you want to talk more, I'd be happy to do that. The link is below. Thanks, and have a grateful day.